Welcome back to the Hades 10-0 series, where we're clearing Hades 10 runs in a row, no losses on record. That does not mean no failures, it just means that if we make an attempt and we fail it, we give up the attempt and then we start that attempt over, so that the only progress we carry in between runs is from successful attempts. Last time, we managed to clear a run with the bow, although it was actually more with our lightning rod duo boon that we got. That was really the MVP of the rest of that run, but it was a successful clear. We ended up walking away from that with about 35 gemstones. We spent 10 of those on the keepsake cabinet in between regions, but it's not going to be very useful right now because we don't have any other keepsakes. The other 20 obol we spent on the Faded List of Minor Prophecies, which gave us 1,000 darkness because we have already cleared one run, and that allowed us to unlock the second Death Defiance on our mirror, as well as max out Shadow Presence and Chthonic Vitality. I'm thinking the next thing we're going to want to do is prioritize keys, because we do have quite a bit of darkness that we could spend now. Keys are going to be more important. I honestly forgot that there was 1,000 darkness that you got for clearing the first run. Once again, though, I am trying to avoid talking to anyone at home. I don't want to have any conversations while I'm actually in the house. So, there is a there is a prophecy that we could do that would give us 10 keys right off the bat, where if we just talk to everybody around here, but I don't want to do that, so we're gonna pass on that. So we're gonna try another bow run, and hopefully this time we'll actually get either a Daedalus Hammer or hopefully a Daedalus Hammer. Now here's the thing: we have claimed all the bounties with the bow, and I'm tempted to put one heat in. And I'm not sure what we want to do. I wish I could do extreme measures, but I can't. A calisthenics program? That could work, but that's going to really slow us down. Jury summons at 9 minutes. It's taken us over half an hour to clear every single run so far. I don't feel super confident about that with where we have the run at so far. Damage control could work, though. Just use your special and then... What do we do? You know what? Hard labor. We're trying to avoid damage anyway. An extra 20% won't kill us. I hope. And we have the Death Defiances now, so it's, you know, even if it does, we have a lot more wiggle. Yes, okay, perfect. Sniper shot, relentless volley, perfect shot. I don't really care for any of those, but the fact that we have Daedalus Hammers now is massive. That is, oh, yeah. Okay, relentless volley could be good, but it's not really great with Zegbo. You know what, let's try sniper shot. Oh, that's really long range, though. I didn't think it was that far that you had to be. Like, you have to be almost aiming at... Like, if I aim straight up, like that's almost off the screen. Jeez. Well, we'll make the best of it. Numbskulls. For most of them, it doesn't matter. Alright, what do we got? Keys, yep. With that, we should be able to unlock the shield, because I think we already grabbed one earlier. I think it was the first chamber was a key. So with that, we can unlock the shield, or we can save up a few more and try to go for more Mirror of Night settings to spend our darkness on.
A key to a weapon.
Ooh. Oh. Oh, let's do it. Let's take Demeter. That's actually funny. We're taking Demeter before... We're taking Demeter before we've even met Poseidon. That is hilarious.
I felt a chill like this was on the surface. But who? Well, one way to find out. Then, in the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
I understand, young Zagreus, that you would seek to leave that bitter darkness for this bitter cold. Quite honestly, I fail to see why. But I'll aid your plight, why not? For I can offer plenty of assistance, and you soon shall grow fond of it, I think.
Okay. You know what? Frost Strike could be really, really good. Let's do it. Yeah.
Have the power of the freezing surface now.
Ooh, double keys. Okay. Well, maybe the Mirror of Night will be what we focus on. Ooh, Frosty Bow. That doesn't sound... Nice. Yeah, the damage output is nice, but chill is also great. Well, stuck with Ares. Oh, maybe we can do a Freezing Vortex build if we get a Slicing Shot. That's not really ideal, though. With only one cast and not really much else to go on. Here's a question. I wonder if we'll come across Hermes this run. Because we just found the Daedalus Hammer. Maybe we'll get both. Okay, Blade Dash, just finished. You know what? Urge to kill. Yep. Buff our attack even further.
Check the old well.
I'll take those gemstones. Oh, here's Poseidon. Sorry, bud, you're late to the party. I already met Demeter.
Come on, Stone.
This is a good opportunity to make use of Sniper Shot. There we go. Yeah. Because this thing's just going to sit still. I can just stay out of its range. As long as my aim doesn't get messed up by the skulls. I do have auto lock on. There we go. Alright. What do we got? Tempest Flourish, Flood Shot, Ocean's Bounty. Ooh. Let's take Ocean's Bounty. We've got it early. That, yeah.
Power of the seas should be of help.
With Ocean's Bounty, it's going to give us much more darkness and gemstones, which is never a bad thing. And because we're getting it in Tartarus, we'll be able to make good use of it. Plus the bonus oval means that that's not really going to be much of a concern for the rest of this run. We can actually get quite a few... We can buy lots of things now from Charon's shops, the Wells of Charon. We don't really need to be too stingy.
Charon's shop.
Do we challenge on our third run? Do we challenge Charon? It sounds like a horrible idea. That sounds like an absolutely awful idea. Why am I so tempted to do that?
I'll pay for that.
Oh, we don't have anywhere close to a good enough build to take him on. No, I can't. Not right now. Not right now. You know what? I will commit to facing him at least once during this series. How about that? I'm wondering if Poseidon's Flood Shot or Tempest Strike would have been better, actually. You know, we'll take the Tint of Erebus, why not? Don't need the Urn of Ariadne. I'm wondering if Poseidon's Tempest Strike would have been better than Frost Strike. Not that it was offered, but...
Got their attention.
I wonder if maybe Flood Shot would have been a better choice, though, as well. Get some area damage, and then maybe we could go for a Blizzard Shot build. Not that Blizzard Shot's really great either, but it's useful in the fact that it pierces enemies, so it doesn't lodge into foes, which means it's easy to trigger rapidly, even if you only have one cast. Because every time it drops, you can just pick it up and throw it again. You don't need to wait for it to dislodge from an enemy. There are some viable Blizzard Shot builds that you can do. Frost Strike, there we go. And... oh, I should have taken the Centaur Heart. I don't have enough to afford anything in the shop. But you know what? I'll buy the Darkness.
Oh no.
And where exactly do you...
I think I'm going all the way to the top again, May.
We both know that's not good.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm mostly just interested in the conversations between Hades and Zeg and Persephone. I'm not too worried about all the other stuff in between.
I think not. Try this.
Just gonna try to keep my distance here. There we go, yep. Oh yeah, we're doing good damage now. Thanks to Sniper Shot there.
Have some of this.
Done. Done. Easy. Now we're making actually good use of the bow.
I did it.
Much more than we were with the lightning rod build.
Well, Father.
Nope, no need to purge. Let's save our obol for now. It's nice that we can switch keepsakes, but we need to actually get one now.
Tractor ordered.
Now here's the thing.
Check.
Because we just encountered all the Olympian gods, we did fulfill a fated list, minor prophecy, which I believe the reward for that is 3 nectars. So we'll at least be able to start our next run with a different keepsake.
Inferno bombers.
And depending on, you know, if we do come across another nectar in this run, we may be able to grab another keepsake somewhere else as well. And then if we feel like we don't need the Lucky Tooth, we just won't take the Lucky Tooth. We'll switch away from it in Elysium or Styx, but it's going to be dependent on whether or not we can actually get nectars right now. I'm honestly not sure.
All clear.
Oh, speak of the devil. Okay. Nectar. There we go. Let's grab that and get ourselves a keepsake. Now, I don't know if I've already mentioned this. I think I have, but I want to avoid taking Olympian keepsakes for this run, because it would be very easy to say take the Thunder Signet and take Zeus's keepsake, and then just start every run with the Shield of Chaos and the Thunder Signet and go Thunder Flourish with the shield, like we did on our randomizer, the first episode of the randomizer run. That would be ridiculously, stupidly easy, and I don't want to fall into that trap. I want to make sure that every run is kind of different and unique, so that we have, so that it's more interesting than just one episode of, oh, well, I did this, and then that's all I did for the rest of the series. So I want to see if I can avoid Olympian keepsakes for now. Or if I do take any Olympian keepsakes, I'm going to set a rule that I cannot start a run with one. That any Olympian keepsakes I take, I can only take in Asphodel or later, as a way to supplement an existing build, but not replace what would normally be offered. So for example, it's like, oh, I've got Poseidon on my attack because it was offered, and I want to see if I can maybe go for Sea Storm. Then I'll take the Zeus Thunder Signet, but, you know, if I'm offered something else entirely, then, yeah. I think you get my point. Okay, what do we got? Poseidon. You know what? Yeah.
Should come in useful.
You found me.
Flood Shot. I want a cast that deals area damage, and I want to potentially go for Blizzard Shot. it sounds silly, but it's actually not a terrible cast. At least not early on, when you don't really have a lot of options for your cast. Something that doesn't lodge into an enemy, but still deals fairly good damage to a row of enemies, is not a bad thing. You know, it's not like I have Poseidon's Sword where I can dislodge my casts, or Achilles' Spear where I can increase their damage, or Stygian Soul where I can reload my casts. It's, you know, I'm kind of just stuck with what I got. So if I can make the most of it... What do we got?
So even Demeter's become involved in this. Didn't think she would, though you'll be glad she did. Provided you stay on her warm and fuzzy side, of course. Working on that myself.
Okay, Hunter Dash, pressure points, exit wounds. Let's start with pressure points. I'm worried that if I take exit wounds, it may close off Blizzard Shot. Because technically our cast would no longer be able to lodge into an enemy at that point. Still don't know if I can get legendary boons, but I can at least try. You know, it's no guarantee I'll actually get it, but if it's possible, then it's worth a shot. Nice. Okay. Don't have enough obol to afford a boon, so let's just take the free Centaur Heart. This is much more of a bow run than our last one was, that's for sure. Even though arguably our attack is doing less damage, but because of the sniper shot,
And no one gets hurt.
sniper shot makes it much more deadly. That's weird. The range seems to be either shorter, or maybe it's just that we're zoomed out. Maybe Zagreus is smaller. That's possible. I think actually, yeah, I think it's just a bit zoomed out. That's subtle. I never noticed that. Come on, there we go. Oh, the narrow range between far away enough to trigger sniper shot, but not so far away as to miss. It's a really short gap. Man, when you trigger it, it hits hard. I'm really hoping we can get a second Daedalus Hammer, though, in Elysium. And if we can, I'm really hoping that we can get Twin Shot. I don't care if it's going to offset Sniper Shot. It would be far preferable to Sniper Shot. It's going to be hard to keep our distance from certain enemies in Elysium, and especially Asterius. And so if we can get nice, there we go. Come on. Oh, not quite. There we go. Got it. Alright. That's Lerny gone. Anything we need to get rid of? I don't think so. Nope. Let's keep all that. I'm not even going to take the life essence. Okay, moving on.
That's it for Asphodel. Cheers.
Okay, we didn't come across Hermes at all in Asphodel, so I'm assuming we aren't getting him this run. That's okay, though. There's not a whole lot that Hermes would help us with, except for maybe giving us an extra dash. You know, let's keep palming up our attack. Or actually, maybe our cast, if we're going to plan on going for Blizzard Shot. Nice.
The place is crawling with these.
Okay, we don't have Divine Dash this time, so we're going to have to be a little careful here. Nice. And when we score a crit with Sniper Shot as well, that's it's absurd how high that damage gets.
Good enough to eat.
Well, I guess we're going to palm the cast. Ooh, you know what? Let's take the Obel. Just want to make sure we got enough to afford anything in the shop. Plus, with Ocean's Bounty, we should be able to take the Obel on this chamber and then not have to worry about it again for a while. No, 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 no! Oh, shoot. I think with Sniper Shot, staying still is kind of key. If you keep dashing around, you're going to be constantly dashing in and out of the range, whereas if you just stay still, you can keep them at range. And here's the thing, with Demeter's Chill, it's easy to keep your distance, because they're going to be slowed down by the Chill. Oh, come on. There we go. No, no, no. Target the soul, please. There we go. Nope. Target the... There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, 155 Obel there. Aerospangle could actually be really good. So is the Hydrolite, actually. We've got lots of Obel now, so we'll spend it. Let's take the shop, see what we find. Demeter, let's go for it.
Little sprout.
Oh,
I was
yes.
just notifying Lord Poseidon here that all of his domain exists because it pleases me. Remember, my good foster brother, I could freeze your oceans solid if I chose.
Excellently stated, venerable goddess Demeter. I'm reminded once more of your vast experience, though I think we all prefer our oceans liquidy. Isn't that right, nephew?
Blizzard Shot. There we go.
Cheers, you two.
It's not the strongest or most effective boon, but the fact that it just immediately drops after it pierces every enemy means that you can just pick it up and fire it again right away. And you know what? It's not a terrible boon, honestly. I've put together a couple of Achilles Blizzard Shot builds that work pretty well. And you know what's nice about it is that it knocks foes back, which puts them in range of our Sniper Shot. But it doesn't get lodged, which means we can just keep firing it. Let's just stay on this side of the... There we go. It's certainly not the best cast in the game, but it is useful in early game runs, for sure. Arctic Blast could be really good. We have pressure points, right? I don't think we can get fully loaded. I really don't. Maybe we can, but you know what? I want to go for either Killing Freeze or Arctic Blast. Oh no, no, come back! Aww. Dude's just been standing there getting hit by a trap. Okay. There we go. Cast. Fire that. There we go. Lovely. Okay. Send that through. Send it again. Nice. A little surprised we haven't come across a second Daedalus Hammer. I'm sure... Well, I don't know. Maybe it's after the run that we start with one that we get offered multiples.
That is cold.
Frost Flourish, Mr. Dash, Killing Freeze. There we go. That is going to be huge. 20 damage every half second to all enemies when they are all frozen. Ooh, ooh. No, let's take the Nectar. I mean, 20 damage every half second to every enemy? That's huge. Killing Freeze is definitely a very powerful boon. There's actually a way to defeat Asterius entirely in the mini boss chamber, not the full boss chamber, but actually defeat Asterius and trigger his death animation by making use of Demeter in a unique way. It requires making use of, I believe it's Killing Freeze. Killing Freeze, there's another, I think, DOT thing that you need, and then the Demeter Legendary that instantly kills chilled enemies when they drop below 10% health. And then after his shield comes up, there's a brief moment where it comes down and he's vulnerable. You're locked, you can't attack, but he'll still be taking damage from the Killing Freeze, and because he's chilled, as soon as he drops below 10% health, he will instantly die. Like, mid-cutscene animation. It's honestly hilarious. But yeah, you gotta have really high DOT for that. I think you gotta have, like, a fairly high rarity Killing Freeze. I don't know if you can upgrade Killing Freeze with, bombs. I think you can. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I think you can put bombs on Killing Freeze, but I'm not sure. Well, let's find out.
That's greatly strength.
Well, not this time we can't. Okay, let's put the point into Floodshot.
Sharpen my senses.
Let's see. Ooh, Prometheus Stone. Yeah, let's do that. And let's take the Life Essence as well. We've got it. Ooh! Yeah, we'll visit Patroclus. Why not?
Why was I promised to be left alone? Well, go on, stranger. Plenty more shades looking to fight with you out there.
I'm just passing through. You seem less warlike than the rest. May I ask your name, sir? I'm Zap.
Oh,
Names
sorry.
are there to be forgotten, stranger. You shouldn't be here. May the fates favor your journey. But just in case they don't, here, why don't you take this?
Okay, we're fully healed, so let's take the Cyclops Tricky Select. 60% bonus attack damage for 10 counters. That'll speed things up.
So be it.
And, yeah, let's check the shop, see what's on offer. Demeter? Nope, Poseidon. Do we need more Poseidon? You know what, let's go for Razor Shoals.
Always a pleasure, Charon.
Tidal Dash could actually be really good. Yeah, let's take Tidal Dash.
It's high tide.
I am going to save my Obel, though.
Gentlemen.
We're well equipped to deal with you, short one. Though I know.
Yes, yes, yes. There we go. As long as I can get them both chilled, they will take a lot of damage quite rapidly. Just needs one stack of chill for each of them. Killing Freeze will do the rest. Oof. Now, let's maybe not be too reckless. Theseus is already at half health. Whoa, that was heavy damage. Go, just get those chill stacks. Make sure Killing Freeze procs. There we go. I forgot that I had 2 casts because of the Prometheus Stone. Well, let's make full use of those. Theseus is almost done. Oh! Okay, Theseus is gone. And now it's just you. You know what, I just thought of a keepsake we could take. I didn't want to take Patroclus's. The Broken Spear Point is good, but it's one that I use very, very infrequently. Alright, well now we're just schooling Theseus and Asterius, so this is starting to really take off. We could probably purge Ocean's Bounty at this point. Probably. I mean, we could still get Obel from... Okay, here's the thing. We could get 55% bonus Obel from one chamber, but that would basically mean instead of getting 100 Obel, we get 155. Or we can purge this for 80 Obel, and then instead of and then we still get the 100 Obel from the chamber. Yeah, we don't need Ocean's Bounty anymore. We'll take the Hydrolite, we'll take the Darkness. Still stuck with the Lucky Tooth.
One last stop.
But we have 2 Nectars and a Faded Prophecy list that's going to give us 3 more. So here's what we're going to do. Aha! Okay, first off, I guess I have to talk to Charon.
Why, good to see you, Charon, mate. Just minding my own business, taking in the sights, and
It's the first time we've talked to Charon. Here you go, Charon. Take a nectar.
wait, you don't have to give me something in return. It was a gift. Though you're insisting, aren't you?
There we go. And we got the Bone Hourglass. That'll help.
Say, mate.
Okay. you know what? Even though we didn't get a Daedalus Hammer throughout Elysium, we may be able to take this. Yep. Yeah, let's see if we can get enough obol to get that Daedalus Anvil. Yeah, because there's not one on offer here. Yeah, let's start with the obol, and let's go for the Daedalus Anvil. Let's see if we can get something like Twin Shot. That Prometheus Stone's not going to last much longer. It should last us for the boss fight at least. But we won't be able to carry it into the Hades fight, that's for sure. But it should get us through this chamber here. Come on. Oh, come on. Ah! There we go. Got it. One more will get us through the boss fight. Yes. Ooh, tiny vermin.
Oh, it's just a tiny vermin. Oh, gods.
Oh, jeez, that thing hits hard. Actually, now that I think about it, Tiny Vermin's a bad choice because there's more enemies that we now need to inflict with Chill if we want Killing Freeze to proc. Oop. Fortunately, Blizzard Shot seems to be helping quite nicely. I don't think Blizzard Shot actually inflicts Chill, which is stupid. It should, if you ask me, but... nope, it does not. Even if just the little freezing vortexes that it left behind inflicted chill, but the base cast didn't, I'd be okay with that, but none of it inflicts chill. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Okay, now I'm in a bit of trouble. With the Death Defiance, it's not as big a concern, but this thing took a chunk out of me. Oh, you bugger. There we go. Nope. He was a coward. Ah, come on now. Got it. Oy, oy, oy.
So vicious and so tiny.
Okay, well, let's see what our Daedalus Anvil gives us.
Should stock up for the road ahead. Time to mess with my weapon.
Relentless Volley and Chain Shot. Ooh. You know what? I am gonna reroll that. It's not something I want to do regularly,
Just playing.
but because we were only offered one hammer...
Time to mess with my weapon.
Oh, is it not gonna let us reroll it? That's interesting.
Should stock up for the road
Oh, that's
ahead.
why, because I already triggered one line.
No time for
That's
playing
the
now.
second. There we go.
Let's mix things
Sniper
up,
Shot,
Daedalus.
Piercing Volley, Chain Shot again. Okay, let's try one more reroll, and then if it doesn't work out, you know what, I'll stick with Chain Shot.
Should stock up for the road ahead. No time for play, huh?
And Charon. There we go. And
Hit me, Daedalus.
Sniper, Flurry Shot, Point Blank Shot. Oh yeah, now we're talking. That's better.
I'll take this one.
Be thankful.
What do we got? Frost, Flourish, Snowburst, Ravenous Will. Ooh, it's between these two. I think we'll take Ravenous Will.
Perks you right up.
And Floodshot, and we're good. Okay.
All these tunnels.
Let's go with Demeter again. Let's see if we can get Arctic Blast. Especially now that we have Flurry Shot with Point Blank Shot too. Oh, that's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. Yeah, this helps. This helps a lot. And if we had Arctic Blast here as well, whew. No, not gonna purge any of those. Oh yeah, we got a bow build. Which is good, I didn't want this build... Oh, excuse me. I didn't want this build to be reliant on a cast like Blizzard Shot. We already did that with, there we go, Arctic Blast. Perfect.
What's in this stuff?
We already did a cast-based build
Go to look at the goods.
with the second clear with Lightning Rod, so I'm glad that we have the opportunity to do an actual bow build this time. That's also why I was kind of okay with cheesing the hammer a bit, is that I do want this to be a bow-focused build.
I don't think I'll ever get accustomed to the breeze.
You were never supposed to live. Took all of Nyx's strength to circumvent what should have been a certainty. Now you cannot stay dead. Such is the wry humor of the fates.
Nyx saved me, so according to the fates, I was never meant to be born, since neither you nor Mother are of the underworld, something like that? Or was it just another lie you told to Mother and whoever else?
You think everything a lie. The realm beneath our feet was appointed to me on certain conditions, not that I had much of a choice. Among them, a one-time surface dweller such as I would never have an heir.
You really believe that? Then why attempt to have a child anyway?
You don't know anything. Why anyone would choose to have a child is a mystery to me. The fates said I would never have an heir. Perhaps this was all they meant.
Oh, okay, let's not. Between Killing Freeze, Arctic Blast, Flurry Shot, I don't care about Point Blank Shot. That's nice and all, but I don't really feel like getting right in Hades' face with this build. Probably do it, but there we go. Oh, okay. If we get the opportunity, we will, but... Oh, this is so much stronger than any of the builds we've done so far. And honestly, it mostly comes down to the Daedalus Hammers. It makes such a huge difference. More than I think can really be easily expressed. Oh, shoot. Well, there's our first Death Defiance that we've used in 2 runs now. I don't think we used one at all last run, did we? Maybe we did. I can't remember. Whoa, what? That was weird. It was like a blast wave rippled out, but it was just barely visible. Ah, shoot. Okay, I need to be more careful here. I don't have Divine Dash to keep me alive, so I have to make sure that I'm not taking too many hits. Should have let that dialogue play. I'm just going to stand right in front of you. Point blank shot will work here. Good enough. Nope. Oh, okay, that was close. Should be using Blizzard Shot too. We have it, might as well make use of it. You know what? Stand right here. There we go. Ah, that's a trap. That's a trap. It doesn't matter. We've got him. There we go. And that is clear number 3.
No matter how many times you beat me, we're family. There's no escaping that. My strength fails.
Goodbye, Father. That was as fast as I've gone.
Yeah. Easy. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's getting easier and easier, honestly. Now, with this run, yeah, Flurry Shot was huge there. Point Blank Shot helped, for sure, but Flurry Shot was absolutely amazing for that. Blizzard Shot and Flood Shot helped, but, I mean, we barely even used it in that last encounter. That really is what gave us the clear. Flurry Shot, Point Blank Shot, Frost Strike, Killing Freeze, and Arctic Blast. There we go.
Titan blood.
Clear number 3. We do not have the Rod of Fishing. the number of times...
An overlook. Await the first glimpse of the sun to your left, then onward through the cold.
The number of times that we could have potentially found surface fish and didn't because we don't have the Rod of Fishing.
It's...
It's such a beautiful scene. Might actually make that my desktop. I think I still have the screenshot from episode 2.
My son.
It's only me. Mother, I discovered how come Father led you to believe that I could not survive past birth. He didn't lie to you exactly, so he says.
Wait, slow down, Zagreus. What do you mean? He told me you would not survive your birth, yet here you are. How wasn't that a lie?
Because he thought it was the truth. The fates appointed him dominion over the entire underworld, but he would never have an heir, so he was led to understand. He never expected me to be born, much less survive.
He never expected you to survive. Then, forgive my asking, but why did you? How did you? The fates are not known for making mistakes when it comes to such things.
Nyx saved my life. Or gave me life, I guess. Then raised me in your absence. The fates are her daughters, right? Maybe she persuaded them to go easier on me. She cannot say more. In any case, apparently it took her quite a while to revive me, and by then you were gone.
Nyx. Of course she was involved. I only managed to escape because of her. Then she restored my stillborn son to life and nurtured him? And I never would have known unless that child, fully grown and having learned the truth, defied his father and then found me here.
Yes, although we still don't know how come Father and Nyx never sent for you. Though, let me ask you something, Mother, if you please. If you had found out that I was born and very much alive, would you have come back?
Would I have come back? To see my only child? Had I but known you lived, I would have gladly gone through hell again to see you, Zagreus. Of course I would have.
Well then, what if Father didn't want you doing that?
What if he didn't want me coming back to him? Or seeing you? Oh no, you're fading again, Zagreus. You've pushed yourself too hard. But what is it you meant by what you said?
It's just a hunch of mine. I'll be back. Father wanted her to leave, didn't he?
Alright. Okay.
Thing is as it always was.
Let's set up for the next run. Let's start by checking this here. Urns of Wealth would be really, really helpful, but I think Infernal Trove, maybe? Yeah, they're only lesser ones, and I don't know if we're going to get enough to actually upgrade that, so... No, I think we'll save up for the Urns of Wealth instead. All this is just cosmetic, except for the Pool of Scrying. But, again, not a priority.
You have come home.
Okay, Skull Earring, no. The Black Shawl, maybe. Chthonic Coin Purse could be interesting. Old Spiked Collar. Myrmidon Bracer. Yeah. Just trying to think. Well, first things first, let's check the Fatalist of Minor Prophecies. And there we go.
It came to pass. My extended family seems an interesting lot.
Okay. Well... Yeah, okay. I think what we'll do... Let's check the mirror here. We have 5 keys. We could unlock more mirror settings, but I don't want to. Because for the next run, I would like... Oh.
What's that one there?
There we go. Okay, so let's start with the Bone Hourglass for the next run. Maybe. Hold on. First things first.
Open up. Aegis, shield of chaos.
There we go.
Lend me your power.
Now with this is going to make a huge difference as well. First off, we have Dark Thirst. That will help. But yeah, our attack is stronger, dealing 25 damage as compared to just base 20. I guess on average it averages out to be the same. We have the mobility and damage of the Bull Rush, and we have the range of the throw, and it's a faster, focused ranged attack than what the shield can give us, and it can ricochet. This is going to be a very powerful weapon for sure. If we could have started with this, I probably would have, but it takes 3 keys, and we only had 1 by the time we finished our first run. But yeah, we're definitely going to use the shield for the next run, probably the next 2. We may save up for the spear. I'm not
Need more keys.
totally sure. We'll probably save up for the spear. Probably. Yeah. But before we do, I'm wondering if we should maybe use a keepsake on somebody in here. And I don't really know who to... The Chthonic Coin Purse is honestly the one that is kind of talking the loudest. You know what? No. Here's what we're going to do. I am going to save 1 nectar for Chaos and 1 nectar for Sisyphus. And then for the remaining nectars, so we've got 2 left, we will give them to the first 2 Olympians that we find. But we are going to set the same rule, which is that for future runs, we cannot start with an Olympian keepsake. We have to take what's offered to us outside of the chamber, and we can only take an Olympian keepsake in Asphodel or later to fully flesh out a run, as opposed to building a run around it. That's going to be the terms for that. So with that, we will turn the heat gauge down on the shield, because we have not yet claimed the bounty. We're going to save, and that will do it for this run. So, thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you next time on the Hades 10-0 series.